Episode 4 of Tess's life. Hi, I'm Charlie Thorburn. Welcome to Mordor Gun Dogs. And if you've been following, this is little Tess, so one of our homebred black Labradors. We've done a few lessons with her on video. We've done including the most recent one. We took her swimming. Now, since her swimming lesson, she has had one lesson with Dan. None with me at all. She's had one lesson with Dan just to do a little bit of heel work. So not a kind of nothing clever, not going anywhere, just a very basic heel work lesson. And so today we're going to do a bit more heel work, a bit more learning about the lead, a bit of chainsaw distractions in the background, and we'll obviously carry on with some of the very basic stuff that we're doing with a young dog. But I just want to reiterate that nearly everything she's done, everything she's learned, every lesson she's had has been on video. She's had one that you guys haven't seen. A couple of weeks ago, Dan took her out. So we're very much trying to follow everything she does and show you exactly how it is and how it happens. What we do with them on a daily basis is they get out for their runs, they get out into the exercise paddocks, they tear around, in her case with the other youngsters of her age. If it's a nice sunny day and it's not too hot but it's not too wet or anything, we leave them out on one of the yards, so she's out there with her siblings. But as training goes, she's not been doing anything else. So I'm going to just do a bit of heel work. So I've always got the ball in my pocket just to get her focus if I feel like she's panicking on the lead or anything, because she's definitely not walking to heel, but we're just trying to get her to follow me along. And you can see she's really starting to get the hang of it. And the reason she's starting to get the hang of it is because I'm not asking too much of her. I'm not walking her past other dogs. I'm not walking her past lots of people. There's no distractions. There's no sheep. There's nothing going on. Sit. Just very basic home environment for her to practice at. It's all about setting a standard. I've decided she is going to walk on the left with her leg in line or just behind my leg. And I simply do not accept anything less than that. I don't go, oh, well, she's young, that's okay. I very much am all the time thinking, is that where I want her to be for the rest of her life? Is that where I want her to be for the rest of her life? Is that where I want her to be for the rest of her life? I think one of the things we find it hard to portray over these videos is the sort of relentless repetition that we do here. It's not kind of, oh, we'll go out and then we'll take her for a walk, we'll let her run around. No, we go out, we do our training, she goes back and she just goes for her free running out in the exercise paddock. So nothing's going wrong, nothing can go wrong in terms of her running off into the undergrowth and ignoring us, in terms of her chasing sheep, in terms of her chasing rabbits or getting up to mischief. There just aren't these opportunities, because prevention, as ever, is better than cure. And you can see she's really getting it. She's really doing nicely. But she's so far away still from walking past other dogs, past people, past things going on. Although there is an 11-year-old just in the background there on his hands and knees. So there is a bit of distraction. Obviously, there's a cameraman, Joe. Freddie's just there. There's other trainers coming and going. There are some distractions, but nothing too big, nothing too complicated. We're just trying to keep it really, really simple all the time. Now, I haven't had to bring the ball out. I haven't had to encourage her to follow me with the ball. Next time we do a training session, it might be different, but I've always got it there just in case. And what I'm doing, if I need to bring the ball out, I'm just throwing it up in the air just to regain her focus on me and her interest. Otherwise, I'm just walking around backwards and forwards. Now this, at the moment, I am keeping quite a steady pace. On other videos, you'll see me slowing down and speeding up. But at those videos, we're trying to catch the dog out a bit. They've learnt the heel in a basic form, and now we're trying to make it harder for them. We've got to look at it from Tess's point of view. Why does Tess want to come out training with us? Why does she want to be here? Yeah, she's getting attention. She's getting a bit of a cuddle. And now I've just been allowing her to jump up. It's not something I would encourage from you guys to do. I'm allowing it because I haven't spent as much time with Tess as you probably would have done with your young dog of the same age. because I'm busy doing lots of other things, such as making videos with other dogs. So I'm allowing her to jump up because I'm still making sure I've got a good bond with her. But yeah, if I was, criticizing myself, I should have just come straight down here. I should be down here with her. So then I'm not encouraging her to jump up. I'm not having to tell her off for jumping up, but I'm also just not allowing it to happen because, as I said a minute ago, prevention is better than cure. I got it wrong. I made a mistake, but I saw my mistake quickly and I'm fixing it. Now, why else does she want to come out? She wants to come out because she loves retrieving. We've seen her retrieving. She enjoys it. Now, when I do this retrieve, I'm just going to leave her little lead on. I've got one of these quite thin, lightweight leads for dog and field, and I'm just going to leave it on. So I've done the little tie thing up a bit, so it's a bit tighter. It's still loose around her neck. The reason I'm leaving it on is because there are other dogs coming and going out the kennels. There is Freddie standing there behind the camera, so I want to just make sure I've got lots to get hold of when she comes back. You can see she's super keen. Good girl, come on then. So when she comes back, big hug, got hold of the lead. Oh, she's dropped the ball. I've got hold of the lead so that I've got her. She can't mess around, she can't run off, and I can just sit here praising her, telling her what a good girl she is for having it in her mouth, and then I can take it out of her mouth. Now I can use this now. Now she's done one retrieve, I feel a bit more confident that she's not going to sort of do anything too silly. So I can use this just to engage with her. Sit. Get her to do a few sits. And we might even consider using the whistle. Sit. Good girl. Come on in. Sit. She doesn't know what that whistle means. She's just learning by association. By the time I actually ask her to stop on a whistle, she's going to have heard that literally thousands of times, okay? That repetition of every time she sits. Sit. Sit. So she's just hearing it and she knows that's what it's about. We're going to do one more retrieve. Very much letting her run for it. I'm not holding on to her at all. Down on my knees, making myself appealing for her to come back to. Now, when she comes back now I haven't got the lead. I'm making more of an effort to get my hand round her. I've got her, okay? Terribly nice way, but I've got her. She can't run off. She can't go anywhere else. So I've got hold of her. Good girl. Holding her head up, encouraging her to give me the ball. And then as soon as I've got it, stop, sit, done. I'm not engaging with her now. So I'm not taking the ball going, well done, Tess, you brought the ball back for me. What a good girl, making a big fuss and making her winding her up. You could see how much fun she had chasing the ball. You can see how much fun she has getting the ball. She sees she's keen to get it. She doesn't blooming need praise. Everyone's obsessed by praising their dogs all the time. Drives me round the twist. I don't praise all my team for coming to work every day. It's their job. Yes, I will try and make an effort and say, well, you've done a really good job, or every time Freddie puts his shoes on, I'm not, oh, you put your shoes on. He's not 3, he's not 4, he's 11, okay? He should put his shoes on in the morning as standard. I don't need to praise him every time he does it. But if he wins a race when he's running or something, or he wins a prize at school, yes, I'll praise him for it because it's a more unusual thing. So the daily things that we're expecting from Tess here, sit. She doesn't need praised, okay? Retrieving, she definitely doesn't need praise for that. That is praise on its own. So don't be too obsessed by like, oh, I need to praise them. Oh, I need to give them a treat. It's not reality. It's not how we would do it with people, because all you do is you undermine your praise. You undermine your treats. Everything that happens more often becomes less relevant, okay? My whole team just got new boots from Didito, thanks to me. I bought them. They're good boots. They're good boots, and they all wanted a pair. I got a free pair, so did Ash. So it was like, well, everyone else should have a pair as well. They're all really grateful, but that's really nice of them. But that's their little reward. They're good guys. They're good girls. They work hard. So yeah, of course I'll buy them a pair of boots. That's just like normal behaviour, but it's a little bit of a treat for them. But I'm not going to buy them a pair of hundreds of pounds worth of boots every single day just because they turn up to work. That's not reality. So you've got to look at it in a sort of logical, sensible way and think, when do I need to praise her and when do I not need to praise her? Now, Golden rule, quit while you're still ahead. Tess has walked to heel, she's sat, she's retrieved the ball, she's paid attention, she's staying with me. Lena just walked past with a dog on a lead. She's not running off to see everybody else. She's engaged enough with me. So rather than waiting for it to go wrong, I'm going to stop. But before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit more heeling, and then we'll finish up. Remember, you get out what you put in. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Heel. Heel. Sit. Heel. 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 I'm constantly watching her. I've constantly got my eyes on her, because then I can see if she's getting it right, but more importantly, I can see if she's getting it wrong. But if I'm paying attention to her, she's much more likely to pay attention to me.